Okay, welcome to the JLM University. My name is Alex, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to replace the nose cone on your power pole move. In today's video we're going to be working with the power pole move ZR with the built-in transducer. However, this process is applicable to all models. So as always, the first step, anytime you're working on your power pole move, make sure you go ahead and disconnect power first. We have this already turned off, but don't forget to turn the power off anytime you're working on your trolling motor. For a list of recommended tools, please see the description below. First step on replacing the nose cone, we're going to have to remove our prop. So that's where we're going to use our 9/16. Once you have it broken free with your 9/16, go ahead and take your finger and completely remove the prop. All right, now that you have the prop nut out, be careful when you pull this off, as there is a pin that's going to fall out. So make sure you catch that. If the pin is still in place, simply remove it by hand. The next step, we're going to take our number 2 Phillips screwdriver and remove the 4 screws that hold the rear cap on the motor. Now use your hand to pry the nose cone away from the motor housing. Now with the nose cone separated, if you are working on a transducer model, go ahead and disconnect the transducer cable. Next, we're going to use our number 2 screwdriver to remove the screw holding the ground wire to the propulsion circuit board. Before removing the positive wire from the propulsion circuit board, remember to reinstall the ground screw to the terminal to prevent twisting and potentially damaging the circuit board. Now that we have the ground screw reinstalled, we can safely remove the positive wire from the circuit board without damaging it. Now that we have the wires disconnected, we're able to remove the nose cone by pulling the wires through the housing. Now that we have successfully removed the old nose cone, we can start the process of installing the new nose cone by feeding the wires through. Remember, when working with the transducer model, route the transducer cable through the bottom of the nose cone housing and pull the power wires through the middle of the nose cone housing. Now with our wires routed through the nose cone, we are going to reconnect first the red positive wire to the propulsion circuit board. Now that we have our positive wire connected back to the propulsion circuit board, we can remove our ground screw that was holding the propulsion circuit board in place. Now with the ground screw free, we can use it to reattach the ground wire to the propulsion circuit board. With the wires snug to the propulsion circuit board, remember to use your torque wrench and to tighten down to the listed torque specs that can be found in the instructions. Now that the power wires have been reconnected, if you have the transducer model, go ahead and connect the transducer cable. Now with the wires reconnected, we're ready to reattach the nose cone. Before doing so, remember to apply silicone grease to the bushings. Now with the nose cone in place, we can reinstall our rear motor cap by aligning the 4 screws into the brushless motor. Make sure when installing the rear motor cap that the arrow is facing upwards towards the top of the power pole move. With the rear motor cap in place, tighten the 4 screws in a star pattern. As you do this, you'll notice the nose cone pull tight to the motor. During this process, make sure that the bushings are not being pinched as the nose cone is being pulled towards the motor. Now that we have the 4 screws snug with our Phillips screwdriver, we're going to go back over them with our torque wrench. As you're doing this, you should see the nose cone is becoming flush with the edge of the brushless motor. And our final step is to reinstall the prop. Make sure you line up the pin with the back slot on our prop here. Tighten with your 9/16 deep socket until there's no play in the prop. And that is how you replace the nose cone on your power pole move. Thank you for watching.